Well, just when you thought Deebo Samuel was done complaining about getting obliterated by the Eagles in the NFC title game, he's back with even more crying, and Philadelphia signed a tight end. Where does he actually fit in the roster, and is it a good move? I'm Thomas Mott. This is the Thomas Mott Show. What's up, guys? Thomas Mott here. Welcome to the Thomas Mott Show. Happy Friday. You would think it'd be a quiet Friday, but no. Rookies are reporting to their rookie minicamp this morning. The Eagles have signed some of those rookies, and then we have Deebo Samuel being Deebo Samuel, it seems. Let's start with Deebo Samuel. Dov Kleiman's tweet thrown up on your screen. Here we go. Via the Complex Podcast. Update. 49ers wide receiver Deebo Samuel says the Eagles are the most hated in the NFL for him. 100%. We lost the NFC Championship game because we played with 10 people. There you go. It's just because they didn't have a quarterback, guys. That's the only reason they got blown out in the NFC title game. They would have whooped the Eagles. Now, Deebo doesn't play defense, and I guess they still had all their defenders, but yet they couldn't stop No, come on. That doesn't fit the narrative, though. Oh, my goodness. It's so funny. He also went on to say, again, this, quote, most hated team is the Eagles right now, 100%. All the trash talk coming from the Eagles fan base and the players, you just get tired of that. Now, I understand, Deebo. Listen, I would hate to be trash talked too after I got obliterated in the NFC title game by the Philadelphia Eagles defense. Now, again, sure, Brock Purdy got hurt, but maybe you shouldn't have a tight end blocking Hassan Reddick, you know? You remember him doing that to you? No? Okay, well, what are you going to do? Again, does this actually matter? No, it doesn't. But it's Deebo seemingly whining, right? If you could have stopped the Eagles' offense, maybe you could have made it at least a closer game instead of a humiliating blowout in which Philadelphia dominated from the second the game really started. They went right down the field and scored. So unless Deebo wants to play defense and wants to talk about that, there's nothing to talk about here. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let me know what you think about Deebo Samuel, and are the 49ers your least favorite team in the NFC, not named the Dallas Cowboys? I think they're up there. Remember when we beat the Saints a couple of years ago, or I guess the Saints lost to the Vikings in the divisional round, and then we beat the Vikings in the NFC title game. The Saints said, oh, we would have beaten the Eagles like 5 months later. That was my least favorite team at the time. Now it's San Francisco. Just grow up, move on, and beat us this year. We play each other this year. Beat us. Prove that it is not the fact that you guys can't figure out the quarterback spot and that your defense was grossly overrated last year, and not the fact that the Eagles were just a much better football team, and it was destiny. They were going to win that game at Lincoln Financial Field. Okay, over to a new signing as Philadelphia has agreed to a one-year contract with a tight end in Dan Arnold. This is very, very interesting, and Bleeding Green Nation has the write-up on this one. I don't know what to make of this. Let's read a little bit about Arnold, and then we will discuss. Okay, quote, originally Arnold entered the NFL as an undrafted free agent rookie, signing out of the University of Wisconsin, Platteville, D3, spending time with 4 different teams, Saints, Cardinals, Panthers, Jacksonville Jaguars, over 5 seasons. Arnold has logged 141 career targets, 95 catches, 1,258 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Arnold led the Jags in tight end targets in 2021, despite only playing 8 games for them after a midseason trade. He then saw a reduction in his role in 2022 after Jacksonville signed Evan Ingram in free agency. Arnold only played 15% of the Jags' offensive snaps last season. They go down to the bottom. Now entering his 28th season in Philly, Arnold figures to compete for a backup spot behind Dallas Goedert. Eagles coaching staff seems to love themselves some Jack Stoll, but he's been mostly relegated to a blocking as tight end 2. Grant Calcaterra is coming off rookie season spent as tight end 3, but he's known for being more of a pass catcher than a blocker, end quote. So I see people on Twitter saying this is like a massive signing and the Eagles are getting their tight end number 2 is going to take catches away from Dallas Goedert. He's a great route runner. No, here's the deal. Philadelphia wants competition at every single position, and that does not stop at tight end. Goedert is the clear number 1. Goedert will get 90% of the targets in a given year, especially this year in 2023. But they're not exactly sure who tight end 2 is. They like Jack Stoll. They're very interested in Grant Calcaterra from his wide receiver standpoint, or his pass catching standpoint, but they don't know who's the best number 2 option. They want to have security at position groups. That's why they spent so much capital this offseason, whether in the draft, whether in free agency, at spots where they kind of already have some options. Think Justin Evans at safety, Terrell Edmonds at safety, drafting, Cindy Brown at safety. Like, they're trying to, at the positions where they're a little bit curious about, have some backup options there as well. So I'm not poo-pooing the signing, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like this is some earth-shattering signing that's going to, break the space-time continuum and make Philadelphia the best tight end team in the National Football League. They kind of already have that because they have Dallas Goedert. So we will see, but I am curious to see what your thoughts are on Dan Arnold. Is this a big signing? Is this kind of a meh signing? Is it a we'll wait and see signing? Let me know what you guys think down below. Okay, let's move over here to quickly some rookie minicamp stuff. The Eagles are in the building right now. There's footage all over Twitter of Eagle players getting their helmets on and getting ready for their rookie minicamp. They also have all the people that are coming in for the rookie tryouts as well. So all the rookies are there, including Carter and Nolan Smith. But some good news regarding those players. Adam Schefter had this. Right before their rookie minicamp, the Eagles have now signed 2023 picks Jalen Carter, Tanner McKee, and Moro Ajomo. So they got 3 of their draft picks inked, and Carter was inked almost instantly. He was inked just yesterday, and that's really good news for Philadelphia, but it's nice to see you're starting to sign your draft picks. A couple more. I'm very curious to see what they give Nolan Smith in terms of the final contract. Obviously, a first-round draft pick. He gets the 5th-year option, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with him, but all these guys are going to be signed sooner rather than later. It's not a big deal, but it is worth noting that they are getting the deals done because sometimes, in very rare cases, rookie contracts take forever, and they miss out on some rookie minicamp stuff. I think that happened to Saquon Barkley back in the day. Let me know if I'm right on that. I think it was Saquon that held out a rookie minicamp because they couldn't agree on the contract and so on and so forth. So it's good to see they're agreeing on contracts, they're at minicamp, and they're learning because rookies need reps. They need reps, especially before training camp. That way they can get the big boy reps at training camp against the big boy starters and then hopefully contribute, cough, cough, Nolan Smith, cough, cough, Jalen Carter, because you need to contribute ASAP because we need you. Okay, let's go ahead and go over here to diehard Eagle fans on Twitter. This is not official, but we're thinking we have a couple of looks at the new official player numbers for some of the new official Eagles. These are interesting, right? Rashard Penny, 23. Justin Evans, 30. Terrell Edmonds, 26. Nicholas Morrow, 41. Interesting linebacker number there, 41. Marcus Mariota gets 8. He takes that from Aaron Sipos, who goes to 10. Contavious Street, 98. Grady Williams, 38. 38, that's not a good cornerback number. That's weird. 41 and 38. And then how about that Sidney Brown? 43. Now that's clean. 43, I think the Troy Polamalu number, that's a big boy safety number right there. I think I think that's my favorite one. Brown is, again, fascinating. I was a little hesitant on draft night. You guys have talked me into being a bigger Brown fan. Will he start right away? I don't know. We talk about rookie minicamp. This is very good for Philadelphia in terms of making sure that they get him reps quickly, because the safety spot, it's not really one where you can come in right away and be dominant, but you can come in right away and contribute. I think that's what they want to see out of Sidney Brown. Is it going to take a year on the bench and on special teams and in, interesting set situations to get him up to speed, or could he compete for their starting spot alongside Blankenship, or take over for Blankenship's spot, or alongside Terrell Edmonds, or take over for Terrell Edmonds? That's going to be the question with Sidney Brown. But it is very, very interesting, and I do think that 43 is a great number, and it's great to see all these guys in there. We don't know Jalen Carter's number. All the jersey winners mentioned Vanny. We mentioned, I think, is it Deidre? I forget. We have you guys written down. And then, of course, Tyler Wallace as well. Those 3 jersey winners. We're going to get those Jalen Carter jerseys out to you as fast as possible, but they haven't announced the jersey number yet. So we're waiting on that. We're waiting on him. We're waiting on Nolan Smith. We're waiting on DeAndre Swift, and then the rest of the rookies overall. So we don't know the full number list, but obviously I'll talk about that whenever they go ahead and come down. Plenty more stuff happening next couple of days and weeks. Can I give a quick shout out? Just a quick little shameless plug here. I am almost to 4,000 followers on Twitter. Very close. I've been at 3,900 and something for a very long time. I would love to get to 4K subs. If you guys appreciate what I do here on the channel, then you're going to like to follow me on Twitter as well, because I tweet a bunch of stuff and retweet a bunch of stuff. I mean, if you love the Eagles, I would recommend, pat myself on the back, follow me on Twitter. So, @RealThomasMott on Twitter, and give me a follow. All right, I read through all the comments. Want to see what you guys think of today's show. I'm Thomas Mott. This has been Thomas Mott Show.